The story opens in the peaceful city of Shanghai, where sunlight gently fills the streets and homes. Inside a quiet room, a young mother sits with her baby in her arms. Exhausted but content, she whispers about how many nights she spent staying up to care for him, yet finds comfort in his peaceful sleep. Looking down lovingly, she softly reminds herself that as long as her child grows up healthy, every sleepless night is worth it. The baby stirs slightly, his big eyes full of life. As he feeds, energy begins to flow into him and his thoughts reveal the truth. He has transmigrated into a newborn with a mind not yet fully developed. Lin Zichen is now a few months old. A strange status window appears above him, revealing his age and bio level as ordinary with no special attributes. His parents, Lin Yansheng and Zhang Wanjun, watch proudly as he moves with energy. They marvel at his calmness and natural talent, imagining he might grow up to be a genius or even a cyborg. As the baby kicks again, a new system message appears. He's unlocked an achievement. It tells him to train his body or risk losing progress, that he can grow stronger but never surpass human limits. Curious about his powers, he wonders where the kick ability came from. Images of heroes like Iron Man flash in his mind as determination sparks in his eyes. By the time Lin Zichen reaches 4 months old, he can already crawl swiftly around the room. Each movement feels natural, and his body grows stronger as he trains himself in secret. At 5 months, he takes his first steps. A system message appears, rewarding him for walking. His vitality, coordination, and walking proficiency all increase. Now 6 months old, he can move freely and sit with his parents without drawing attention. He quietly observes the world around him, acting like a normal baby. As the news reports about gene fusers and cyborgs uniting to fight beasts, he realizes something shocking. This Earth is completely different from the one he once knew. The baby learns that this world is far from peaceful. Earth has mutated, giving rise to terrifying creatures known as beasts, spreading chaos and fear across the planet. To combat them, humanity has split into 2 powerful factions: gene fusers, who merge their DNA with beast genes, and cyborgs, who wield advanced technology to fight. Realizing the danger of this world, the baby feels relieved to have a system on his side. He decides to grow in secret, evolve steadily, and survive no matter what. Then, a woman named Zhu Meng moves in next door, greeting his mother with a friendly smile and a small gift marking the start of a new connection in their unusual world. Zhu Meng introduces her husband, Shen Jianai, and the little daughter, Shen Qinghan, as new neighbors. They greet warmly, asking Lin Zichen's family to look after them. As the babies meet, Lin Zichen senses a strange connection with Qinghan. He doesn't know it yet, but she'll become his very first friend and their destinies will one day intertwine deeply. Time passes, and at 7 months old, Lin Zichen's system rewards him again. His jumping ability improves, increasing his vitality, leg strength, and agility. He trains tirelessly, hopping and running across the room with boundless energy, a baby on the outside, but a determined soul preparing for the future within. By 7 months, Lin Zichen had already mastered running, jumping, and even babbling words. Each small action earned him system rewards, enhancing his speech. At 8 months old, he began doing sit-ups and push-ups daily, secretly training his body whenever his parents weren't watching. His determination grew stronger, but his secret didn't last long. During one session, his mother walked. Shocked by the sight, she froze for a moment before exclaiming in disbelief her baby, Chenchen, was actually doing sit-ups. After catching her baby doing sit-ups, Zhang Wanjun convinces herself it must have been her imagination caused by overwork. As a novelist, she decides to focus more on her writing career and rest her mind. A few days later, she suddenly panics and calls her husband, claiming something unbelievable has happened again with their son. While bathing Lin Zichen, they notice his small arms showing clear muscle definition. His father stares in disbelief, struggling to process what he's seeing. Realizing the truth, he bursts out with excitement, believing their 8-month-old son might be a once-in-a-lifetime prodigy. Lin Zichen's father proudly declares that their son's future is limitless, believing he might become a powerful gene fuser or even a cyborg one day. Zichen sighs in relief, grateful that his parents' imagination keeps his secret safe. Meanwhile, the news reports stories of other child prodigies around the world, including a boy in Kyoto capable of lifting a 10 kilograms dumbbell one-handed at just 2 years old. Hearing this, his mother confidently claims that her Chenchen is just as amazing and won't lose to any so-called prodigy clans. With admiration in his eyes, Zichen silently praises her determination. wondering if he'll really be able to match such feats when he turns 2. At 2 years old, Lin Zichen achieves what he once doubted, lifting a 20 kilograms crate effortlessly with one hand, proving his strength has far surpassed normal human limits. Just then, his mother calls out, telling him that King Hin has come over to play. Startled, he quickly tries to put everything back before she walks in. Rubbing his eyes in mild annoyance, he starts walking out of the storage room. But as he steps forward, he suddenly stops. Shen King Hin, now 2 years old like Lin Zichen, visits him holding a small treat. Despite their age, they don't play much. She eats and naps, while Zichen continues his secret training, using every chance to improve his strength. He even starts using her as a weight for resistance training, turning playtime into his personal workout routine. But this training accessory comes with one tiny issue: she sometimes pees on him mid-session, leaving Zichen sighing in frustration as he calls for his mom's help. By the time Lin Zichen turns 3, his strength has grown astonishing. He can now lift a 40 kilograms crate with one hand, far exceeding what any normal child could achieve. News reports talk about other child prodigies worldwide, but he's already surpassed them all, achieving feats far beyond their level. Despite his progress, his system still lists him as an ordinary rank 1. He begins to wonder what lies beyond human limits and what true evolution feels like. With that thought, he steps outside for the first time, gazing at a bustling city filled with humans, beasts, and cyborgs, a vivid reminder that this world is far more advanced and dangerous than he ever imagined. The first place Lin Zichen visits outside his home is the library. Since his parents restrict him from using electronics, he decides it's the perfect spot to search for answers about this strange world. Ignoring the children's section, he heads straight toward the shelves filled with advanced books, leaving his mom and Zhu Meng confused as King Hin tries to catch up. While others offer him cookies, Zichen focuses entirely on reading, explaining that he'd rather learn than snack, a habit that surprises the adults. Through countless pages, he begins to understand this world's structure. According to ancient records, humanity is divided into 6 bio-levels: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. Lin Zichen learns that each bio-level splits into multiple ranks, revealing how rare and powerful beings truly are in this world. The discovery fuels his determination to evolve further. His system assigns a new task to read 10 million words and unlock spiritual comprehension. Excited, he realizes he can now strengthen both his body and mind at the same time. Days turn into a disciplined routine of non-stop training and studying as he steadily progresses toward mastering the system's new challenge. By the age of 4, Zichen begins kindergarten alongside King Hin, stepping into a new phase of life under the care of their teacher, Miss Strawberry. Not long after starting kindergarten, Lin Zichen advanced to ordinary rank 2. His strength sword could now lift 80 kilograms with one hand and sprint 1,000 meters in under 1 seconds. His stats already rivaled that of a grown adult, making him extraordinary among children. Yet, he reminded himself that great power comes with great responsibility. One day, he saw King Hin being bullied by classmates who mocked and surrounded her, calling her names. Unable to stay silent, Zichen stepped in, unleashing a burst of energy that stunned the entire class. The bullies are sent flying by Lin Zichen's sudden burst of power, their faces twisted in shock and fear as his aura fills the classroom. The terrified kids start crying and shouting for their parents, begging to go home, while King Hin watches in awe at Zichen's overwhelming strength. The system suddenly notifies him of a new quest. Defeating the kindergarten bullies has earned him the title Kindergarten Boss. Months later, he completes his massive reading mission, unlocking heavenly insight. His learning ability soars to humanity's peak, marking the rise of a true genius hidden in a child's body. Time moves quickly, and by the age of 7, Lin Zichen and his classmates graduate from kindergarten, marking the start of a new chapter in their lives. During the break before elementary school, he dedicates every moment to training, lifting heavier weights, and refining his physical abilities far beyond his peers. His progress is astonishing. This time, he manages to jump over 2 meters with ease, showing how much his strength has evolved. Pushing himself to the limit, he breaks another record, completing a 100-meter sprint in just 7.98 seconds, a feat no ordinary child could ever dream of. Time moves quickly, and by the age of 7, Lin Zichen and his classmates graduate from kindergarten, marking the start of a new chapter in their lives. During the break before elementary school, he dedicates every moment to training, lifting heavier weights, and refining his physical abilities far beyond his peers. His progress is astonishing. This time, he manages to jump over 2 meters with ease, showing how much his strength has evolved, pushing himself to the limit. He breaks another record, completing a 100-meter sprint in just 7.98 seconds, a feat no ordinary child could ever dream of. Kinghin wasn't naturally gifted, but through Zichen's guidance and her own effort, she steadily improved, ranking second in class by the end of the semester, right behind him. To speed up his progress and earn new system titles, Zichen participated in every school sports event, breaking records one after another with ease. Just as he thought elementary school would continue smoothly, a new transfer student suddenly joined their class, immediately drawing everyone's attention. Her name was Baizu, but the moment Zichen saw her, he sensed something strange. There was an aura about her that didn't feel human at all. As Baizu walks into the classroom, every student turns their eyes toward her. Kinghin whispers to Zichen, amazed by Baizu's beauty, comparing her hair to snowflakes in winter. But Zichen stays silent, lost in thought and uninterested in the conversation. Baizu quietly takes her seat. Zichen wonders why Baizu carries an aura that doesn't belong to a normal human. He suspects she might be a gene-fused human, or perhaps a descendant of one. Days pass, and Baizu remains silent, avoiding conversations and barely moving from her seat. Her distant behavior draws the class's curiosity at first. As time goes on, that curiosity fades, the students return to their normal routines, and the classroom settles into calm once again. But after a month, that peace is broken when something unusual begins to happen to Baizu's body, drawing quiet concern from those around her. A strange odor fills the air, and although no one can explain what's happening, tension spreads through the class. The students notice a strange liquid seeping from Baizu's body and start mocking her, complaining about the foul smell. One of the boys steps forward, pretending to be kind, offering to help her clean up, while the rest laugh at her helpless state. Baizu clenches her fists tightly, trembling as frustration and humiliation build inside her. Unable to contain it any longer, she grips the desk with anger and shame, her body shaking as the liquid continues to drip uncontrollably. Baizu trembles as the students around her burst into cruel laughter, mocking her condition. Kinghin watches with concern while Zichen observes quietly, confusion in his eyes. Kinghin urges Zichen to step in and help, calling Baizu pitiful. After a moment's hesitation, he decides to act. Zichen stands up firmly. He commands one of the bullies, Guanchun, to clean Baizu's desk. A cold smile crosses Zichen's face as the classroom falls silent under his unexpected authority. Startled by Zichen's command, Guanchun nervously agrees to clean Baizu's desk, realizing how serious the situation has become. As he hurriedly wipes the desk, he remembers Zichen's reputation, a top student known for both intelligence and strength, someone no one dares to provoke. Zichen then orders everyone who bullied Baizu to apologize, leaving no room for argument. One by one, the terrified students bow their heads, apologizing to Baizu in shame, finally realizing the weight of their cruelty. The bullies apologize sincerely, promising never to torment Baizu again. Zichen and Kinghin stand beside her, ensuring she feels protected. With tears in her eyes, Baizu thanks Zichen and Kinghin for standing up for her, her voice trembling with relief and gratitude. Kinghin smiles softly, saying it's only natural to help a classmate in need. From that day on, she starts spending more time with Baizu, drawing Zichen along too. Their bond grows stronger as the three of them share meals, laughter, and quiet moments together, a new friendship forming from the pain of the past. Baizu hesitates before speaking, trying to find the right words. She admits she's afraid her strange scent might make them dislike her, her voice filled with quiet insecurity. Memories of her loneliness resurface, how people once feared and avoided her. Feeling the warmth of real friendship now seems almost unreal, like a dream. But as she looks at her friends smiling beside her, Baizu realizes this isn't a dream. It's the first time she's truly been accepted. Kinghin gently tells Baizu that she once went through something similar and would never despise her for what she's experiencing. With a warm smile, Zichen and Kinghin reassure her that they'll stay by her side, declaring they'll be friends forever. Overwhelmed by emotion, Baizu stands and embraces Kinghin tightly, her eyes filling with tears. Tears stream down her face as she thanks them both from the bottom of her heart. Finally feeling the warmth of true friendship, Baizu suddenly remembers something important and looks at her friends with a soft smile. She thanks Kinghin and Zichen for their kindness, saying they've always treated her like a true friend, and she wants to give them something in return. Holding out a small necklace, she explains that the beast fangs were a birthday gift from her mother. and now she wants them to have it as a token of their friendship. Kinghin and Zichen happily accept the gift, promising that they'll always stay best friends no matter what happens. As the sun sets, Baizu, Kinghin, and Zichen make a heartfelt promise to always remain best friends, their laughter echoing under the golden sky. But just when Kinghin believed their friendship would last forever, something unexpected occurs. Baizu suddenly transfers schools. Zichen confirms the news, explaining that he saw Baizu personally handling her withdrawal papers, leaving Kinghin stunned and confused. Meanwhile, Baizu quietly thanks the school staff as a mysterious man with a mechanical arm accompanies her, her departure shrouded in secrecy. Zichen reflects on Baizu's sudden departure, realizing her identity might have been far more complex than any of them had imagined. He recalls how she vanished without a trace, leaving behind only memories. Perhaps she was just a fleeting part of their childhood. Later that night, Zichen practices massage techniques on his mother, proudly noting how his newly mastered skills from the heavenly gifted root truly work. A news broadcast announces shocking headlines: the Kyoto prodigy has once again amazed the world with another breakthrough. Zichen looks at the screen, surprised to learn that the prodigy has already completed a successful gene fusion at just 10 years old. Frustrated, Zichen comments on how the media constantly glorifies him, wondering if they're just using his fame for attention. His parents discuss how martial arts families often sacrifice their own for advancement, leaving Zichen uneasy about the harsh reality behind such traditions. Zichen compares himself to the Kyoto prodigy, realizing that while the prodigy can lift 500 kilograms after gene fusion, he can already lift 300 kilograms at just 8 years old without any fusion at all. Clenching his fist, he feels confident that his potential far surpasses others, convinced his future holds something extraordinary. But his confidence fades as breaking news